beauties, welcome back to my channel. So today what we're going to be doing is doing a full face using only Flower Beauty products. I did a whole little haul, and probably some of you guys have already seen when I unboxed it that I got all kinds of makeup from Flower Beauty, which is the makeup brand, you know, inspired and designed by Drew Barrymore. And so I literally have everything from primer, foundation, eyeshadow, lip products, eye products, and so we're gonna go kind of one by one. This is gonna be more like a first impressions as well, and because I have not played around with any of these yet, so this is definitely gonna be like a first impressions, and then we can go through it and I can give you guys my thoughts, I can give you guys the description of the products, and then we can go ahead and get that started. And excuse my hair because I took a shower last night, and every time I go to bed with wet hair, this is kind of what happens. It does its own thing every single strand. So I'm gonna try to like put it up. I'm actually gonna try to put it up. I got this really cute little headband from Charlotte Russe down at the mall this week, and I feel like it's so cute, so I'm gonna put my hair like out of my face. Okay, I'm not sure if the headband made it better or worse, but it got my bangs out of my way, and I think it's actually super cute. I've seen like so many YouTubers use little cute like headbands like these, and so I was like, okay, well maybe I should. It's time for me to get one too, and it was super inexpensive because I got it at Charlotte Russe, so it was just a couple bucks. But it definitely looks pretty cute. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm gonna start with this Flower Beauty primer. This is a pore minimizing primer. I think they had like a hydrating version of this as well. And I will have all the prices listed down below. I know some of you guys have been requesting for me to do like lists in the description down below of like either products I use or, you know, the products I mention or, you know, talk about. So that's what I'm gonna do in the description down below. And let's go ahead and squeeze this out. Ooh, okay, so it's like a, I don't know, green kind of silicone-y maybe of a feel. Yeah, it's more of like a pore filling kind of silicone-y of a feel primer. Let's go ahead and apply. I'm just gonna apply this on the spots where I actually like have bigger pores. And excuse my face because my face is like going crazy and breaking out like insanely now that like it's really chilly outside. And winter's coming, and I feel like my skin is just freaking out because of the whole like weather change. And I have been trying on different, you know, like sleeping masks, you know, just to get my skin a little bit more hydrated overnight, that I will be talking about here shortly. I actually surprisingly really like this primer because it's a little bit on the hydrating side as well. It really reminds me of the NYX No Filter primer. That is one of my favorites from the drugstore. It kind of has that, you know, pore filling quality, but it also is a little bit on the hydrating side. So I really do enjoy that. Now I'm going to go in with my cute little Real Technique sponge, and I got this foundation in the shade LF1. It's really hard to shop for foundations online because you never know like what kind of shade you're gonna need or use or what undertone, but I got this one. It comes with a pump, so that's definitely always nice, and it seems pretty liquidy, but we'll see how it applies on the skin. So let's go ahead. Whew, that is cold. Okay, so the shade seems like it's matching pretty okay. It might be a little bit too light, but I mean, if it's a little bit too light, we can darken it with bronzer. If it's a little bit too dark, we can lighten it with concealer, so it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. Okay, right off the bat, what I can tell is that this is not like a completely full coverage foundation. It's more of like a light medium coverage. It doesn't have like a bad scent to it. It's definitely more of a dewy finish unless it dries down, so we're gonna wait and see. Okay, so it definitely layered pretty nicely. It has a super dewy finish. I don't know if you guys can see the shine. I kind of look like a ghost face right now anyway. And so I'm going to leave it for a few seconds while I apply my concealer, and then we'll go in with the nice kind of pressed powder. So what I'm going to do for concealer, since I didn't really find a concealer in her line, I don't know if she had one and I just didn't see it. She actually also has like a little makeup sponge, but I didn't see it until I was already checked out, so I wasn't gonna make like a whole separate order and pay separate shipping just for that one sponge. So I wonder if that's any good, but I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Age Rewind. It's one of my favorite concealers, you know, recommended and raved by Tati. Now, how was your guys' week? Are you guys excited for the holidays and Christmas being here in a couple weeks? I have been so excited. I've been doing a lot of like house cleaning and decluttering. I actually cleaned my car yesterday. I took it to the car wash. I haven't washed my car in forever because, you know, it doesn't really rain here in Arizona. So unless there's like a dust storm or like rain, you know, your car stays pretty clean. So I washed my car yesterday. I ran a bunch of errands. I was driving all around town. I still have a little bit of shopping to do for gifts, but I am really excited for the holidays. So now I'm gonna go into the Flower Beauty Miracle Matte Universal Finishing Powder, which seems kind of, you know, translucent, even though it seems white. And I am going to set my face because it seems like it's really dewy, so it doesn't dry matte for the foundation. So I'm just gonna gently set it under the eyes and just a little bit all over the face. And just by touching this powder and rubbing it on my skin, I don't know if it's going to be one of my favorites because I don't think it's the finest powder I have actually, you know, used. So we'll see how it wears. But I have been testing a lot of like pressed powders that are translucent from the drugstore. So that video is going to be coming up pretty shortly here, hopefully before the end of this year. Now, next thing I'm going to go into is this cute little Flower 3 face palette with bronzer, blush, and highlight. I'm actually gonna use a different blush because I bought like a different peachy shade, but I will go ahead and go into this bronzer. Now there is quite a bit of fallout, as you guys can see, but I mean that isn't necessarily like a bad thing. And I'm kind of gonna like sculpt and bronze and kind of contour with this powder at the same time. It does seem very nicely pigmented, so that's good. And it's definitely not skipping on the skin, so that's nice because it's blending in pretty nicely. Now next I'm going to go into this blush in the shade Peach Primrose, and this is definitely more on the peachier side, so that's what I'm going to use for my cheeks. And I'm going to go in with my Tarte blush brush and just go in a little bit. And it's funny because my face, my forehead looks a little bit not blended in. I don't know, I feel like it's because like my skin has so much texture right now, but that's okay. We're going to have to like live through it. Oh my goodness, I absolutely adore this blush, you guys. That looks so beautiful, and it automatically gives this like glow to the skin. Oh, I love this blush. I already know it's gonna be one of my favorites. Oh, that is so pretty. I love that. I love like peachy blushes that are really pigmented, that are not shimmery but are completely matte, that kind of give you this like super nice glow to the skin. Oh, that's beautiful. And whenever I do apply blush, I don't only use it on the apples of my cheeks. I usually drag it all the way up to like almost my temples, and then I'll drag it all the way up to the front underneath my eye as well. Because, you know, if you think about it, if you like the sun is falling on you, or if you get like a sunburn, you know, you're not just like pink and burned on your apples of your cheeks. It kind of gets you like on the top of your cheeks. So that kind of gives a little bit more of like a natural look to the skin. And I absolutely adore this blush. I love it. It's definitely spot on. So now for the highlight, I'm going to go back to this palette right here. I'm going to use this shade right here. And I'm just going to go, ooh, this one's kind of flaky. Let's see, actually. Let's swatch before I apply. Okay, so it seems kind of pearly. It's a little bit, ooh, I take it back. It is not chalky whatsoever. It's actually like a really nice, beautiful sheen. Ooh, that's pretty. It seemed kind of chalky on the finger, but it is so nice. Look at that sheen. Okay, so it's more of like a natural highlight. So let's go ahead and apply. Now that's pretty. That just gave me like a natural, really nice glow. I actually really like this highlight. Next, moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I got this brow powder kit. I think there's a powder and a wax in here for the eyebrows, and I actually figured out what was the deal with these, because when I did the unboxing, you know how there was like 3 different ones of the same kind. Well, I guess if you spend like over $40, you get one free. And so that's why there was just so many in the box. Anyways, though, it actually comes with this cute little like brush and two-sided brush actually. This actually doesn't look too bad. So I was gonna use like my Anastasia like brow pencil, but I'm actually gonna try and go in with this because it does have, I don't know if you guys can see it, it has like this angled side and then it has like a little other brush side that's a little bit more tapered. So I'm gonna actually take this and I'm gonna go ahead and mix maybe like these two bottom shades together and try to fill in my brows somehow. We'll see how this goes because this one's like way dark and this one's a little bit too light, I think. But let's go ahead and see. Okay, so this isn't really that bad. I can definitely, you know, shape my brow. I do sometimes use powder to fill in my brows because I have so like skinny, tiny brow hairs, you know, that sometimes I do use powder. So this isn't too bad. I will actually go ahead and finish my other brow and I'll be right back. Okay, so brows are done and I actually really like these powders and I really like this little tiny brush. I feel like it'd be perfect on the go. I usually am not a fan of brushes that come in like little tiny, you know, palettes or kits at all, but this one's actually like pretty decent, so I do actually like it. Now we're gonna move on to the eyeshadow palette and actually eyeshadow primer first. This is the Prime Your Eye eyeshadow primer. Let's go ahead and squeeze a little bit out. I really do like my Milani one from the drugstore. Alright, so now that my eyeballs are primed, let's go ahead and jump into this beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow palette. You guys know I'm a sucker for eyeshadow palettes, and I need you guys to just take a good look at these shadows. Like, look how beautiful these are. Like, in the pan, in the actual palette, they look amazing. It comes with a little brush, which I don't know if I'm gonna use, maybe for the transition basic shade. And so let's go ahead and play around with this. I'm gonna go into this shade right here to kind of just set the primer and do a little transition. Oh my goodness, did you guys see that? That is way pigmented, and I don't know if it's because of the primer or because of the quality of the shadows. But dang, that is a lot of color and pigmentation. So, okay, I'm gonna try to kind of blend it out a little more. Blend, blend, blend. Dang, that is a whole lot of color. I'm gonna actually take like a clean brush and I'm gonna kind of fluff it out and fluff out the edges because they are so pigmented. I was not expecting that. I'm gonna use the same shade on the bottom just to kind of even out the top and bottom. And I'm gonna try to do like a more simple look. I know most of my like get readies with me are kind of more of a simple look unless I do a specific tutorial. But you know, it's kind of like day-to-day makeup. Oh my goodness, but these look so beautiful. Like this one right here has these like multicolored shimmers. I think I might go to the one next door, this pearly like mauve shade, and I'm gonna put this all over my lid because it looks so beautiful. I really like that, and they apply really nicely with the brush. There is a little bit of fallout on my cheek. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's okay. I'm gonna take a brush and just wipe it off. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. And now I'm gonna take the same pearly mauve and go and run it on the bottom lash line. And I know it's not a matte, but I feel like it's gonna just pull the whole look together. Dang, these are really nice, super pigmented shadows. Wow, this might be my new favorite like palette from the drugstore because I know you guys can get these like at Walmart. I think that's where a Flower Beauty makeup is sold, even though I purchased it online. I'm gonna go into this one right here. It kind of looks iridescent. And I'm gonna try to put that in the inner corner. Okay, that's not too bad. I feel like it mixes with the other like mauve shades pretty nicely. Okay, now there's also a black liner, but I don't think I'm gonna do a black liner on this look because the shadows actually already made my eyes like super smoky. But this is what the liner looks like. It's very smooth, very pigmented. I actually really enjoy the pigmentation of this liner. The next thing I really wanted to share with you guys is the mascara from Flower Beauty. This is the coolest, or at least one of the coolest mascaras I have ever seen. This is what it looks like. It comes in this little tube. This is a 3-in-1 mascara, so you open it up like this, and it has like a regular kind of bristle brush tip, and then you take this little tip of the top and you twist it once, and then the wand twists. Can you guys see that? Oh my gosh. So do you guys see how it's like a little bit twisted now? So that's 2. And then you twist it one more time, and then it completely twists. Did you guys see that? Oh, I wish you guys could see that. Okay, so I'm gonna like untwist it, and hopefully you guys see it in motion. Ready? So this is 1, 2, and 3. How cool is that? That is like the coolest thing I have ever seen. Like, that is technology and makeup right there. That is so cool. And so I'm gonna go ahead and use it on the medium second, you know, twisted level. I really hope the formula is just as good as the packaging is cool. So let's go ahead and apply. Okay, so it definitely applied really nicely on the lashes. It definitely gave me volume and length, even more length, and that's kind of what I'm looking for in a mascara. But just the fact that like it switches its shape, you know, depending on like what kind of brush tip you like that alone is so cool. And the fact that, you know, it's sold at the drugstore is even cooler. I mean, that's definitely pretty impressive. Alright, so we're almost done. We have lips and setting spray left. I think that's it. Yep, I think that's all the products. So I have these 2 liquid lipsticks. One is in the shade Berry, and the other one Soft Berry and Nude Blush. I think I might go with the darker one. I don't know. Maybe I should go with the lighter one. I think I might go with the lighter one just because my eyes are already so dark. So I'm gonna take this out, and this is supposed to be a matte formula. Oh no, this is too like peachy for this look, so I'm gonna go in with the darker one. Okay, I think this one's better. Okay, so I can definitely feel it drying. It is a matte formula, but it seems comfortable on the lips, at least for now, so we'll see if it dries down any matte, and I'll update you guys in the description down below of how this makeup wore. But so far, I am really impressed by a lot and most of like these makeup products. So I am going to finish off with the setting mist. This is the setting hydrating mist. It says long lasting setting spray, seal the deal, matte finish. So I'm just gonna shake it up, and I'm gonna, let's see. Ooh, that is a nice fine mist. Okay, perfect. All right. Oh, that was actually so nice and refreshing. I really like that mister already. And so that'd be it, you guys. That was, you know, a full face using Flower Beauty makeup. I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me and experimenting and testing these makeup products out. If you have any comments, questions, don't be afraid to leave them down below. I do have a giveaway video for the holidays, so I'll have that link down below as well. And you can follow me always on Instagram, superlady246. You can write to me, my email, my information, everything is down below. And so that'd be it. Thank you guys so much. Lots of love from me to you. Stay happy, stay positive, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.